Cousin.
Hey.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
Hi, everybody.
There she go. There she go.
I missed y'all last week.
Right. What's up, everybody? We are back for a new episode of Transcending the Culture. It has been a crazy week up until now. So we are glad to get in there. Cat popped out of there, but she's going to be back in, though. So we are back. We got a really good show for you guys tonight. We have somebody on the show who I have been following for quite a long time. I know Tiffany has been following for a long time. I'm pretty sure Cat has been following too. I said if Tiffany asked me about Coach one more time, I'm like, listen, I don't know.
You better be home too.
I'm like, listen, I didn't invite Coach. I probably should have. I'm like, I ain't got no pup cups.
He come with a package.
Listen, again, welcome everybody to the show. We got a lot going on today. So our guest today, I didn't mention his name, but Darren Fleet, comedian Darren Fleet. I got a really big thing for comedians and bringing comedians onto the different platforms and that sort of thing. So, obviously, for me, it made sense to reach out to him and to get him to come on to the show. But he's doing a lot out here. And, as everybody knows, we bring people on who we feel are like building and elevating and transcending the culture out here. There's so much that we really could put our attention on. And there's a lot of stuff going on right now that I ain't gonna say he might have had one meme up there and he kind of had a couple shorts up today. And I'm like, okay, like this dude is crazy. Like this dude got me pulling over on the side of the road, laughing at the stuff that's going on. So I know you guys are going to be really excited when he comes in. Actually, we're going to bring him in a couple minutes. A lot to talk about today, namely the Ultimate Women's Expo. Kat and I, we went out to Atlanta this past weekend, and really, really, really dope time. I know, Kat, this was your first time going. I've gone out and I've covered the event a couple times, and like every time that I go out, I have like a really amazing time. But like, what was your takeaway from being out there?
Can you hear me? I'm having some technical difficulties today, as usual.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. The biggest takeaway was just, I mean, the energy in the room. It was it was just a really, really good event.
I'm gonna give you a second.
Can you hear me?
It's kind of going in and out, like almost like kind of robot, like going in and out. I know the Wi-Fi been real janky.
Okay.
But
okay, come back to me. Come back to me.
Okay, you good?
Trying to get it right. Can you hear me? Am I still a robot?
No, I can hear you. No, I can hear you good.
I'm gonna come back. Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bring Darren in. Okay, y'all. So while she's working on the internet thing, and it's crazy because my internet was janky last week. Now I got 16,000 bars over here, and she kind of popping in and out. And Tiffany, you seem like you good this week too. You just cheesing. I don't know.
Look, I'm looking at my bars.
You just cheesing, whatever. So listen, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and bring Darren in. It is really my pleasure.
I'm just happy.
It is really my pleasure to have him on the podcast. I'm really excited about him doing it today, and hopefully we can get him some more in the future. And in between, you guys can really watch his Instagram because listen, like I've been rolling all day long looking at these different shorts that he's had up on the Will Smith and the Duango Mint is is what he called it. But let's go ahead and invite Darren in. What's going on, man?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Man, I appreciate you.
Hey, how you doing, Tiffany?
Look, I said if Tiffany asks me about Coach one more time.
I'm doing great.
Oh, good. Oh, Tiffany's a fan of Coach.
Right.
Yeah, that's my baby. Am I pixelating and stuff too? Because I feel like all the Wi-Fi.
I always put in the comments.
Look, you see everybody internet
but
off.
We can hear you real good.
I feel like like when you watch them news interviews and you see how the anchor be asking somebody something, then the next thing they be like, "Oh yeah," like so it's like a delay, which is cool. I mean, I've talked in delay before, so let's delay it out. Let's delay it out. I mean, we on here now. Y'all got me at 8 o'clock. Let's do it.
Absolutely, man. That's one of the downsides, of course, of doing the virtual thing, is the internet is always janky. Look at Claudia Jordan. I don't feel like I'm as bad as Claudia Jordan.
I've seen Claudia up there and freeze with the words still going, so it's like she need a caption, like so you could just read it, which is fine. Which is fine. And like I tell people all the time, when it comes to social media or internet and all that type of stuff, you can never just trust technology. You just gotta go for what you know and go through it. So
absolutely. Yeah. This is really huge for me, man. Like I mean, number one, I think like so many other people, I love comedy. So definitely following you and seeing the different videos and stuff that you've had out there, that really is what prompted me to have you on. But I think just looking at like your trajectory over the past several years, and I take it back to probably around 2017, 18, but I don't know if it was sooner than that. So I really want you to kind of clue people in on like when did you actually like really start pursuing this? Because I would imagine that before you started really pursuing it, you was making people laugh everywhere.
Yeah, funny is just one of them things. Like my whole family is kind of sort of like we crack jokes. And that's why I'm looking forward to like Thanksgiving and all that type of stuff, and not even so much towards the food. Like everybody thinking about their favorite dish. No, I'm thinking about like lighting my uncle's asses up no soon they come through the door, type shit like that. So like that's what we do, and it's just like how we show love towards each other and for each other. I started comedy like late 2015. I started off in open mics doing stand-up. Now a lot of people don't know that because I gained a lot of success via social media, but my passion was to be a stand-up comic before it was an internet personality. But once people know you from a certain, platform or a certain thing, they automatically deem you to that. So it's like, oh, that's the guy from Instagram. And I'm like, actually, no, I'm the guy from the stage. But
right.
Right.
But no, I think that's
I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna let her go. It sounds like I cut her off, Tiffany.
Oh.
Well, how I started following you was because of Coach. You just popped up on my feed on IG one day, and I'm like, because I'm a stickler for dogs. I had lost actually 2 Yorkies.
Oh, lovely.
So,
I'm sorry to hear that, but lovely that you had 2 Yorkies. Sorry about that. I'm talking about some lovely, like that's like no, you know, it's the delay in Wi-Fi because all I heard was 2 Yorkies. I'm like, yeah,
Yes, it is.
like, did she say lost? My bad. I know we're gonna be doing this all
so
night.
it's actually
Like,
coming up on the anniversary of my last dog.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear
that.
that.
I know you hear this delay, but it's coming up on the anniversary of my last dog. I just lost in December. So the guy actually hit the dog right in front of my face because he almost hit me. So when I saw you, it just was like, Coach was hilarious. You pulled up at the Starbucks and got your chai, and then Coach like, so am I gonna get my pup cup or what's going on here? And I just instantly started going in on your page, and I just started looking at all of it, and I'm talking about crying.
Oh, thank you.
I'm like, this dude is stupid.
Thank you. Well, I try to change the stigma that's out there about, like, because everybody always say, oh, white people love dogs, and I'm like, we all love dogs. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make people know that, like, my dog is not just a dog; he's a part of my family. Exactly. So I guess when people see that I treat Coach the way I basically treat myself for other people, then maybe they'll be a little more lenient to their pets or other people's pets. So yeah.
I think I was looking the other day, and you were in the car at Starbucks, of course, with Coach, and you was like, "Oh, this person said that they got a Gucci jacket or something for him, but that's okay. I'm gonna get you one too." And I'm like,
so I was talking about my homegirl. That's hilarious. All right, now that y'all are reciting it back to me, I know that you watch. All right, so let me give you a backstory on that. I've been traveling with a comedian named Woo Woo. She's from Baltimore, Maryland. It's one of my girls. She's really, really funny, and I believe in seeing Black women in bigger platforms and stuff, especially because comedy, for so long has been like a male-driven sport of some sort, and is like always straight male dedicated. That when I got a chance to be in a forefront, I was like, no, I want to give back to people who always come out and see me. And a lot of times when I look out at my audience, it's a lot of women and a lot of women of color. So I feel like in order to go out here and perform, you want to talk to women, you need a woman who can actually convey that. Woo Woo has a dog named Polo. So every morning she and I are on the phone comparing our dogs. Need I mind you, the comparison to Coach and Polo is that our dogs are both named after fashion brands. So he's Polo and I got a Coach. But we didn't name our dogs that from the fashion brands. I actually named him Coach because Coach tries to boss me around when I first got him. So he calls the plays. And I think she called Polo that because he always jumping up in there like a Marco Polo. So what happened with that is she was like, Darren, I went to go and get my baby a jacket after I saw your video. And she had him a cute little Nautica jacket. And even though she was telling me out of love, naturally, because I'm a dog parent, I felt like you was trying to come for me and my baby. So I went to go buy Coach a Gucci jacket because I feel like don't try to play with us like that.
Right.
Don't do that. It's no competition. So yeah, that's what happened with that.
That's so hilarious. That was
Let's see.
Oh my God. And the episode where the Halloween one was what got me. That Halloween, that almost took me out.
Oh, we love that. That setup, it looked way easier than it was. It was easy on cam, but as we were actually trying to do this setup, it was so hard to keep like the hay in place, the scarecrow and all that stuff, because everything I put up here take down. So a lot of times what y'all seeing on the video is like the finishing product, because my dog do the same thing that your dogs do. Like the attention span is like boom, boom. So I got to have snacks in my hand and everything too to kind of bribe in it. But I think also because Coach has been in like doing production with myself since I got him, he's kind of used to it now. Like he know how to pose for camera and everything. So it's becoming second nature to him. It is.
Like how difficult is that? How difficult was that like in the very beginning when you started doing, videos and whatnot, like as far as coaching the attention span, and like was it really difficult at that point?
It was easier in the beginning because he was such a small baby. So I could just tote him around and just add a camera, whatever it may be. Nowadays, he like Especially like when we go into Starbucks or something like this. So you already know the outcome. He already knows he's gonna get a pup cup. So now it's kind of like, come on, let's get this over with. Bring on the camera.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not easy because now he like, oh, we already hit. And the thing about it is he knows the route. Like dogs are way smarter than a lot of times humans give them credit for. A lot of times they smarter than us. Because they can find their ways back home with no GPS. So
Listen,
right.
listen. I got a
So,
story about that, but it's
That's better than me. I can't even do that.
me neither, girl. Don't feel bad. Like I've been living here for a year now, and I'm still GPS. And like the other day, I just found out it was a back way to get to my house. I was like, dang it, I've been taking the highway. Jesus. So like, it'd be like that. But he can sniff his way out. He knows if we're going to my mom's house. He loves going to my mom's. He knows if we're going to Starbucks. He knows which way. But they have a keen sense of smell. So I guess like his head out the window, he'll make little noises if we're going to my mom's or if I'm going to just check the mail at the post office. Every time I get my keys, he thinks it's for Starbucks. So it don't matter what I do. I need to actually route to Starbucks before, I come back home. So
Right.
Does your mom treat him like an actual grandchild?
it's crazy. Let me tell you, it's to the point now, Kat, where like my mom don't even call to say hello to me. Like,
Yes, you do.
She don't even say hey to me no more. She's like, and you better took Coach out to Starbucks this morning. And it's so crazy because as you watch your mom as she get older, I remember being a kid and I would have begged, and this just being at McDonald's, I probably would have begged for a frappe. And my mom would have been like, no, you can get $1 drink, like everybody else, and get $1 menu. Now she's asking me, did I take my dog to Starbucks? Starbucks would have been out of the question when I was a child. So, so she's very, she spoils them rotten. She does.
Now, I think that's really cool. Like,
Listen,
yeah, that delay is killing us, but
oh no, go ahead.
It's cool. We're gonna work with it. It's productive.
Like your brand, like, it's all your own. And I think honestly that's why people really gravitate to you, because although you're just like us, it's like everything that you're doing is your own. Like how did you develop like how you really wanted to present yourself as a comic, whether it be in person and on the stage or on Instagram, which a lot of people are doing now?
Well, because I had a grandmother in my life, I always knew I wanted to do everything I do with class. Because I do know it's a thin line between funny and comedy. And I don't think people kind of grasp the concept, and because we see people do funny stuff all the time. We down to now, and the rappers are being funny. You got chefs feeling like they got to throw a little joke in there to sell a cookbook or whatever it may be, and that's fine. But it is a thin line between funny and comedy. So I wanted to stay along the lines of comedy. And then I think about quotes from some of my idols, like Samora, who I've just recently had the chance to meet. She was amazing. I heard her say one day, there's a difference between funny and clownery. And a lot of people get on social media, get on stage, and they just want to clown it up. But where are the jokes coming from? So I knew that I wanted my comedy. And I also knew that even if you're not watching me tell the joke, I also wanted you to hear the joke so that you could say, you know what, I don't have to watch Darren say this. I can laugh just from what I heard. So I felt like comedy is to be heard as much as it can be seen, but I wanted my comedy heard, just like the older comics when you had to play it on a record. And I feel like that's what separates me from a lot of comics, but I just stick to the lines of true comedy.
Like, do you feel like it just comes to you like the Will Smith stuff is like it's fresh, and already you got the video up there, and you was talking about the duanglement, and like, man, I could have fell out the car, like literally laughing, like had to pull over, like.
Oh, you off the hook, y'all. I write a lot in my spare time. And it does come to me natural. Like I'm pretty sure with most comics, I'm a visual comic, so I can see things and be like, this and that makes this. It's kind of like math to me. Bam and bam makes that. And I'm a wordsmith, and I don't like to pat myself on the back, but I love words. So, like the entanglement, the dewanglement, I was like, oh, that is hilarious. And I said it to myself and chuckled. So I was like, ooh, if it made me laugh, it's going to make y'all laugh. And that's what comedy is for me. Like, what makes you laugh? And then if you got tickled from it, hopefully it tickled somebody else. And we all got different sense of humor. But I feel like when it's undeniably funny, it's going to probably, resonate with everybody. So I'm a writer. And like I said, I visualize it. And then I just pray for the best when I put it out there. Like, I hope they like it. I hope they like it. And I go from that. Yeah.
I think for me, like, it's Can't hear you, Cat. Can't hear you, Cat. Can't hear you. Can't hear you, Cat. She ain't paying me no attention.
And I'm sad for Kat right now because what's so crazy about watching her right now? She really wants this to work. You ever seen somebody just really wanted to work? She'd have flipped the camera, she'd have moved it, she'd have did mic check, and it's still like, what's going on? It's like they won't let her be great. They won't let her. Kat, stop giving people your Wi-Fi password. She done gave too many people that Wi-Fi password. Now she got the friends in the back, they on the PlayStation. Yeah, her Wi-Fi right now. So, like,
text her to see if she can get it on their phone.
Let me see.
But I'm loving her dedication, though. I love her dedication because I'm like that too. I would get up here and just
that's my baby
be talking, y'all can't hear it, but I want to be there. So, love that.
I was just gonna look. It's all these comments in here, man. You got our comments flooded.
That's
like, hey, Darren, love you. And,
love y'all.
Sister Carisha.
Is that Moesha?
Yeah, Carisha.
Oh,
actually,
are we live on Facebook, James?
Yeah. Carisha's actually
Carisha's texting.
Carisha, is that the city girl?
No.
Oh.
She's in Houston right now.
Oh, still, hey, Carisha. But when I heard Carisha, I'm thinking, Young Miami. I was like, oh, okay. Little JT. But still, I like that Carisha, too. Hey, hey, sis. Like, I was about to twerk some. Whatever.
Kat has three sisters, actually, and they're all spread it out. She has an older sister here, Carla, and Carisha's in Houston, and the other one, she just graduated from Howard University.
Oh, congratulations to you. DMV, stand up. So Kat, Carisha, Carla,
her name is Katia.
KKK. They the
Can you guys hear me now, please? I'm like going crazy.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Listen, I was on my phone a second ago and somebody called and knocked the sound off. Like, please, I'm trying.
Let her be great.
Let me get one off, please.
Look, let's get Kat the floor because she's been trying for so
long. Oh my God.
You know what? That's what I had to do the last time. That's what I had to do.
Yeah,
I had to go on my phone.
I'm on my phone. My laptop is just not working. My phone.
Well, Carisha said I'm dead.
I love her name, man.
Carisha, please help me. Send somebody.
Please.
I was just saying that, I really love your videos, and what behooves me has become part of my vocabulary. Like, that's something I say all the time.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank y'all. My mom even be saying that now. I'm like, Mom, stop telling your friends what behooves was.
Listen, somebody asked me. Darian, I started saying it when we started the podcast. I started, what behooved me was, somebody was like, do you even know what that means? I said, yes, I do.
I get that all the time because I don't think people know that I know what the word behoove actually means, like in your best interest. I naturally say it that way because I wanted that reaction from people. And then after a while, when people realized that they couldn't ruffle my feathers by saying you're using it wrong, they just started using it wrong too. Like, you know what? You can't beat them, join them. What behooved me was. So here we go. But thank y'all for loving that, though. Thank you.
Like, how does it feel for you to now be recognized by, like, obviously the bigger comics who are out there? Like, you just did what's the name show yesterday?
Michael Collier.
Yeah, mm-hmm. which I thought was amazing. Like that, like I thought it was really, really good. But I just like seeing your trajectory and just seeing how you rising and whatnot.
I think what your question was like, how do I feel about working with them?
Like, how do you feel to be recognized by like the bigger comics now?
I ain't gonna lie, I feel good, and it's about time because I've been in the
It's
field for
good.
like 8 years, bruh. You know, y'all know. I've been fighting, and it's not easy because you know, being a comic who has a different walk of life, I didn't see comics that act like myself or look like myself on TV, so I had to be what I wanted to see. It was missing, and have to bring other comics. Like I said, it's a straight male-driven industry of some sort, comedy. So having to bring them to my world has not been easy, but. When greats like Michael Collier hit me up 2 years ago, Tracy Morgan just popped up at my show in New Jersey. It's like, I'm a huge fan, and like I said, some more. When I met her, she was just like, and where's my baby? And she's talking about Coach. So for people to know me and respect what I do as a craft, because that respect is mutual. Actually, it's more, I have way more respect for them, I feel like, than they should even have for me, because growing up as a kid, watching them just lay it in the living room floor, and then now they know my name. It's still surreal. And not even down to comics. I was just talking to AJ. I don't know if y'all know the mom from Baby Boy,
Yeah.
House Party. I was just talking to her, and the other day, Holly Robinson Pete just calls me up. I love AJ. Love AJ. And Holly Robinson Pete called me the other day, and she was on the set in Atlanta for a TV show, and I can't give that away, but she was like, Darren, we all just sitting up here cracking up. And I have to think to myself sometimes, and it's so crazy. It just keeps me humble, because as much as they're a fan of mine, I'm a bigger fan of theirs. So when I hung up the phone, I just started dancing around and moving, because I'm like, oh my God, like, how do you know my name? I'm a star. And I'm not a star, because I had to go back home to my small kitchen while talking to hers in the big one.
But I think because
like, it's humility really there, and I love it. I do.
Like, you worked really hard to get to this place. So I think it's really, really dope for other people to recognize. And I think we're starting to get more of that, like, today versus even 5-10 years ago, like, where people are actually looking at what you're doing and shouting you out and making you feel good about, you know, the work that you're putting in and your craft and that sort of thing. So, like, I think that that's really dope. And you have so many, whether it's comics or whether it's musicians or whoever, like, you have some people who they're reluctant to show that, like, this really make me feel good. Like, I'm excited about it. I'm happy about it. And this is what I love. And like, and we get that from you. Like, we see the passion in what it is that you're doing. And I think people, you know, really gravitate to you.
Thank you. Like I said, I grew up with mostly women, my mom, my grandmother and stuff. So one of my grandmother's favorite quotes is, when people see me, I want them to see the God in me first. So when someone can say, well, I see the passion behind your work, it means a lot to me. I just want to say, Carisha, girl, thank you so much. Your sister is just filling me up over here. Oh my God, thank you so much. She is the sweetest. I ain't even met you, but girl, we're gonna have tea. But yeah, I want people to see my God and what he does for me, because it ain't me. It is everything that he gives to me to give back to people. It comes from praying. It really, really do. You know, and I know this might sound shallow, especially to the younger generation, but I pray, and I pray traditionally. Like, I get on my knees and pray. Like, I'm humble with it. I'm specific about what it is I do want and what I don't want in my life. And you know, I'm not going to say I don't fall on hard times, but I do know that prayer changes things. So prayers have just opened up doors for me that I couldn't do myself. Now, you know, it's all God. Yeah.
And that's Minister Carisha over there too. So y'all really need to hook up, because that's the one that prayed for me. She keep me prayed up.
Okay, so look, she's feeling my God right now. Yes, Risha. Yes, city girl.
So now, like, I see that you're touring a lot. Like, I've been looking at different tour dates and whatnot, and I know you got like Harlem coming up like pretty soon. Like, when does Cleveland fall on that list? First of all,
ooh, man, let me tell you, Cleveland. I love y'all. Now, I'd have been to Cleveland like 4 or 5 times. I've done Cleveland Improv. Now, they got me coming to Columbia in January. So I'm trying to route Cleveland and Dayton and Toledo right then, because I've done the Funny Bones. I've done the Improv out Cleveland. And it's so crazy because I got to shout out my homegirl. I got homegirls now from just coming to Cleveland like 4 or 5 times. Tonda Leia, that's my girl. She come to every freaking show. Her and her husband, they be dressed sharp. And after that, we go straight to the bar that's right across the club and we get lit. Last time they was playing Salt and Pepper, we got up. I was salt, she was pepper. We started pushing it real good. So Cleveland, look, I'm coming your way no sooner I can. Y'all show me a lot of love. Y'all been riding for me the whole Midwest for years. And I have nothing but the utmost respect for Cleveland, and I love y'all, and I love that city. I really did, really did.
We will absolutely drive to Toledo or Columbus or wherever you are at, like to come and see you.
Please
I
do.
don't drink.
Listen, if
y'all have it.
We just drove to Atlanta this past weekend. If we could drive 10 hours away, we could come to Toledo.
For sure.
Ooh, Atlanta is only like maybe 5-6 hours from me, and I ain't about to drive there. Dang, y'all rolling stones.
Well,
If it ain't 20 minutes up the street, I'm flying. I promise you. I can't, and I love that for y'all, but I can't think of people that I like enough to ride with for 10 years. I'm like, oh God, if I gotta hear your playlist the whole time, I'm aggravated. I'm like, I don't want to hear no more. Cut it off. Just cut it off.
No, James got the ultimate playlist right there. For real.
Oh, James, you got the playlist?
Listen, I got the playlist, man.
Listen, he got a remix to the remix to the remix. I'm telling you.
Now, see, I might be a little boring for y'all. I'm old school with it, so I need to bake y'all to death the first
No.
hours.
His is old school. He be having Beyonce, Destiny Child, Soldier remix featuring Fantasia.
Yeah. I love that. James, my type of playlist. We need more of you. We need that R&B.
How that come about?
I think this is really, really dope, man. Like, what other things do you have coming up? Like, moving again outside of your stand-up.
Well, like you mentioned earlier, I'm on the Michael Coyer Morning Show every Tuesday morning with the hot seat. Love
that's
giving
every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday, yeah, bro.
I
Loves what
was
I
just
do.
A one-time thing.
No, this was actually my third show. Where you been? You got to go back and play it, James. That was my third show. Nah. So what happened with that was he just hit me up one day. He was like, "We loved your work." He got his producers and stuff, and Katie. A lot of them are also stand-up comics, so we all speak the same language a lot. But as far as to just funny. But no, he loved my work, and he gave me a whole segment, gave me an opportunity, and he told me I've been killing it. So I'm appreciative of that. I have a movie coming out called Second Chances, where I just shot with Truckee Yo, Olivia, Awesome. They were. Oh man, they were amazing, and they've been acting for years. And this was like my first time actually having a role, not my first time doing TV, but actually playing in a character, which I'm still being myself of some sort. But I'm excited about doing that. And of course, the tour, like you said, we in New York this weekend at Comedy in Harlem. Saturday, we just sold out 2 shows. Whoa, I'm happy about that. I'm in Alabama on the 30th at Stardome, so. I just try to keep myself busy. Like, even when you hit me up with this, I was like, yeah. Like, I'm one of the people, if somebody say, Darren, we going to do an interview. Like, I'm like, I love to talk about me. So let's do it. Let's do it.
What part of Alabama?
I'm doing Stardome in Alabama, Birmingham.
Okay.
And it's the Ricky Smiley, the home of Ricky Smiley Comedy Club. So yay me, which I've worked with Ricky before. And this was like my first years coming out. I worked with him in Greenville, North Carolina. And he was amazing himself and Rita Brent. So
yeah, I like Rita.
Oh, she's amazing. Yeah. Oh gosh, she is. Ooh, if I could afford Rita would be on every one of my shows, but I can't afford that lady.
Listen, I think that's God's favor, like you doing every Tuesday with it's like every Tuesday. That's dope. Like, that's really, really, really dope.
And he just got married too. Shout out to Michael and congratulations to him and his wife. And they're godly people. And I've noticed that lately, like a lot of believers hit me up, and I love working with people who know the Lord of some sort. And even, I don't sit here and judge, but it just makes me feel a little more at home because I grew up in a home where we was taught, Christianity ways and values, so that when I get around people who kind of like, reflect that same energy, I'm like, oh, this should be good. No, you ain't gonna cross me because you ain't gonna cross Jesus. Right. So it'd be like that for me. So yeah, it's been full circle.
I'm gonna reopen the floor to Tiffany and Kat to see if they have any other questions to throw in there.
Nice.
I guess I'll go. Where do you get your
Cat, you want to go
inspiration from
first?
your skits? I know you have some where you talk about your sister and your family. Where do you pull that from?
Um, everyday life, girl. Like I said, I walk into the house, my mom doing some crazy. I'm like, oh, girl, this is a moment. Let me talk about it. My sister, who's now 13, we started off together doing like a lot of videos where I was acting like I was her after school tutor. And now she's grown up and now she like, I don't want to be in your videos. So she doing her own TikTok. I'm like, okay, my video's popping now. My video's popping. But I love the fact that my family and friends and my dog, they don't see me as comedian Darren Fleet. So it's just a lot more organic. So it makes it easier to gain inspiration from people who you can just have that natural conversation. You can just be yourself around. So
Yeah.
family and friends, everyday life. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, we love our family, and I'm close to my sister, so they definitely give me a lot of inspiration for a lot of funny stuff.
Nice. Do you do comedy too, Kat?
I'm dabbling. I'm dabbling a little bit.
Come on. Come on,
Little,
join the team now. I'm telling you,
come
it's
join the
open
team. Yeah,
arms.
yeah. I'll be on
It's
there until
open
they talk
arms.
about boo, and I'll be crying in the car.
No, but let me tell you, every great comic has been booed. I have been booed before, you name it. And that boo fill your fire to the next time that you're gonna get up there and you're like, I ain't gonna be booed. I ain't about to embarrass my mama. But it's the open arms, especially and I tell women of color all the time, get up there and tell your story. You know what I'm saying? We need y'all in those spaces because after for a long time it was just Monique or it was just some more or just one.
Hmm.
Then we got an array of comics. You can say, I'm gonna watch Monique and I'm about to go over to
Right.
see what Jess Hilarious doing or whatever it may be. So we need y'all. We really do. We
So, do
really
you
do.
think social media helps open the doors for lesser known comics or starting comics?
Yes. Yay and nay. I think it can open the door if you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But social media, it's its own lane of comedy, if you want to say, because stand up is a lane, podcasting is a lane, social media, radio, movies. So I think that if you're good at it, it's going to be good to you. Because I've seen a lot of great stand up comics who don't appease to social media, maybe the way I do. And I think it takes some of us like more detailed people. I look at it kind of like music. You know how you got those rappers who can freestyle, but they can't quite sell records. But then you got some of them like Biggie Smalls who can do both. Like, oh, he can freestyle, but he
Hmm.
can sell a record. So I guess it's like if you can do both will do well for you. And if not, don't worry about it because every lane ain't for everybody. Just dwell on what it is that you can do. But
So,
yes,
what do
to
you
answer
what
your
do you
question,
feel
it
about?
can help. It can help.
Yeah. I see a lot of social media comics that do not translate to stand up. Like, I've seen a lot of stand ups that I'm like, oh, this is my favorite person from social media, and then I watch it, I'm like, it
But
ain't the jokes ain't landing. The jokes ain't landing.
well, and you know what it is. And I don't want to say the wrong thing because I've seen that too. How can I say this without being shady? Ah, Jesus. This is one of
Bring
the
the
times I'm like,
shade. Bring the
God,
shade.
God, my tongue, Jesus. Um, you have to have a passion for it. And when you don't have a passion for it and you just got the numbers and they just push you to it, like, oh, you got 1 million followers, so that means you should just be
You
on that
definitely
stage.
have to pass.
Hmm.
You have to have a passion for it because one thing I've learned in life is, like I said, that's why I started off doing open mics first. I've learned that a lot of, today's clubs, and not just in comedy, but today's people would only call you based on the numbers you have. And that's why we see a lot of rappers on stage can't do their thing. And people be like, artist development is a thing. Now, I don't feel like you need artist development so much to be a comic, a stand-up comic, but you do need comedy development. You need to be in open mics. You need to write a set. You need to have 45 minutes, especially before you have
Absolutely.
people decide they're going to spend $45. So I knew that before I put myself on sale and I wanted people to come back, that I was going to have something to say on stage. I did not want people to come and see me be funny and I wasn't funny. Or I also knew that people were not going to see you not be funny twice. So I don't play with people money. And Yeah, I come from a family. My grandmother be like, "You can't even throw that away. We had to eat all our food because it's starving people in Africa." So that's what she used to say. It's starving babies in Africa. Little, the starving babies everywhere, right?
But why
But
they used
in
to
the
say
'90s,
that?
they
How
used to
we gonna
use.
get them the food? You
Yeah,
want to scrape my
exactly.
plate off and mail it to them?
Correct. So I compare what I do to,
You
people
know what?
starving
First of all, they
everywhere.
was
I didn't want to take
yeah,
away your last 40, and I was not funny for 40 minutes. I
because
wanted
they
to be
had them
funny for
commercials
y'all.
with them babies.
I'm sorry,
Right,
Tiff. It came a little
right.
slow, baby. What
Well,
was
I
said?
wanted to know. No,
We're
I
just
was
giving
saying
each
I
other
was
the
wanting
eyes. We're
to
like,
know, like, when when you started doing comedy, when did you like want to put your family in it with you on Instagram? On Instagram, like your dog and things like that, because when I see other people come through my feed, and everybody try to do, different skits. Like they have this one guy who does a gospel skit with just himself. And I just be so amazed. And I actually started getting into stuff like that too. So,
nice, congrats.
and to the point where I just be on my phone like, okay, how? And then I see Darren. Okay, Darren, how he do that though? What? So, what made you incorporate your family without them feeling like uncomfortable? Because I couldn't do that with my mom. I don't want to be on. No, don't put me on social media. I'm good.
Your mom sound like my grandmother. My grandmother be like, "Don't bring that phone in my house. Don't record nothing in here. You'll never be able to come back." She already threatened me before. So you got to have your family members that are comfortable with it. My mom, my mom is cool with being just herself. So she's like, "Well, whatever." Now here's my mom thing. Don't be recording her secretly.
Right.
Don't play no pranks on me. Don't do none of that craziness that's gonna get you hurt or cussed out. And don't just be recording my mom if she don't look the way she want to look that day. My mom
Yeah.
is, like every other woman. I want to make sure I'm looking my best. Don't have me with a rollers in my head or my robe on. You can at least let me brush my teeth. So, when I noticed that my family,
But that's the funny part about it is catching them off guard.
yeah, but also I got a mom who would hit you off guard too. So I didn't want
Lord, this
I didn't want her to catch me off guard. My mom got a good right hook. So I don't want to, I can't be on the camera with a black eye because she can do that. So
Yeah.
I asked their permission first. I make sure that it's tastefully done.
My mom is on
I
here
don't want to.
somewhere.
I don't.
My
I
mom
didn't
is
want to
on here
record.
somewhere. But yeah,
Oh, your
she
mom.
does the same thing. She did.
Hey, mom. I didn't want to record my people not being in the best light. So, like I said, I try to do everything with
He's
class.
on here. He's on here somewhere.
Hey, tell mom. So I try to record them in the best lighting, and make sure that they're seen well. Yeah.
I was gonna say, how many times has your mom had to slap you because you caught her off guard? Because I know they tell you not to do it, and sometimes you just try them out anyway.
Well, she hasn't really had to slap me quite, but she has had to check me a few times. And this ain't just the camera. Like, my mom say stuff like, "Don't be feeling yourself too much." Like, to them, you comedian Darren Fleet, but
Right.
you just Darren to me, so act right. So she brings me back down to, like, the moment I start feeling myself, like, I'm like, "Girl, I'm on the phone with Holly Robinson. Like, you can wait." My mom like, "Okay, but I'll send you to meet Holly Robinson Peak, okay?" Right. So, it'd be that type of thing. I have so much respect and humility for my family and friends because they are the reason why I do what I do.
Not to me.
But she didn't have to check me quite a few times. Like, "You a star, but up in here, it's only one bad chicken." That's my mom. So yeah, I'll try to even step on them toes.
Well,
baby.
you know what? I tell you what, I think it's really great. I think it's really great that you are out here doing what you do for other people, because I tell you what, you never know what's going on in a person's life. You know what I'm saying? And people can get on social media just for a hobby. People could get on social media just because. But I could be having a really bad day. I'll get on Instagram. I get on Instagram more than I get on Facebook, and I see you or I see anybody, and I just be cracking up for hours to the point where my phone is on fire. It just doesn't make sense, man. How much I just be cracking up at you. And I'll be like, okay, he ain't been on here for a minute. Next thing I know, okay, coach, we're going to Starbucks, and that one where y'all was getting in the car.
A venti hot chai with a double shot blonde espresso, oat milk,
you talk about
no
how cold
water.
it was or however case it be with y'all. Yeah, and no water.
No water.
Listen, I ordered something like that today. When I sit here and tell you, I ain't doing it no more. That thing had me all zoopity doopity doo.
Girl, let me tell you, Starbucks and we have a love-hate relationship.
Mm-hmm.
We have a love-hate relationship, Starbucks and I, because it's the espresso, but I need it. You know what I mean? As much as I'm like, oh, I don't want to be jittery, I need it. I got to get up and go. And I'm hooked. And it's like, the coffee be like $9. And it do. And it'd be like, when you think about it, like, Darren, was it worth it? Yes.
Listen.
Yeah. I needed it. But yeah, I'm glad that y'all do watch it.
It was
I'm glad.
espresso.
Espresso is.
And when I told them give me a little bit, they lied.
Espresso to me is kind of like Coca-Cola in the 80s. It was something that they
it was something extra, something in there.
It's like crack. So it get me all, up and going. Like, I'm a fiend for it. I will be upset if I don't have Starbucks. I'm willing to steal a flat screen TV and sell it for Starbucks. So I'm definitely a Starbucks crackhead. I'm not gonna even lie. I have a problem. I've checked into rehab twice for this. I've had Starbucks withdrawals, woke up scratching in a dark hole in a Love Me suit. So yeah, I'm addicted. I got a problem. I'm Darren Fleet and I'm addicted to Starbucks. Yeah, like
I think Darren, you said a couple things tonight that really stand out, and and obviously how it has to be somebody's passion, like for them, to really do a good job at it. And I think that I can understand that a whole lot better. I think more so just because everything in my life right now is just about passion.
Good.
I left my job to be able to just do the media stuff full time. So everything is about passion. So like I get that wholeheartedly. But like I said before, just in terms of you, like we see the passion, like we see the joy, we see the smiles, like we see that this is where you really, really belong. So
thank you.
I know that's why people are really gravitating to you. Like we're like super, super, super grateful that you came on the podcast today.
I'm thankful that y'all had me. I feel like I've met 3 new friends. Like,
yes,
and I appreciate that. I really, really do. I appreciate the love.
Of us, man. Like,
I'm not trying to. Like, let me tell you, I need all the friends I can have. Because these hotels and stuff be expensive, so I need to be like, James, I'm in Cleveland. I'm staying with you tonight. So
yes.
I got 3 bedrooms in this house,
told me you had an extra room, girl. So
I got 3 bedrooms in this house. It's all good.
No.
So like.
And so see, the thing about
us, come to Akron, Ohio, man.
We actual family. We real family. So
when you come to Cleveland, we got you. You come to Akron. For real.
Please,
I got an extra room.
Hold y'all too.
Listen, I got an extra room. KJ can sleep downstairs on the couch.
Let me tell you, I will hold you to it. Now, when you see me on the back of a carrying buggy with my bags like Suge Avery, just let me in the door, baby. You know what I'm here for.
Not Suge Avery, though.
Suge Avery. Eyes here now.
Like, KJ came in the room like.
Well, you got to tell one of your kids move Darren here. They like, I don't care about no Darren.
At all.
So again, like I think this has been really dope. Like, what is the one thing that you feel like you want to get out with your interviews? Like when you have conversations with people, what's that one thing that you want to get across to people?
God is real. First and foremost, He's a healer. I've been through a lot, still go through things, and I just keep on because, like,
Jesus.
you know, as long as there's life, there's hope. So, you know, not a lot of people go through stuff. So I just, you know, try to make sure that people know that I'm very accessible. Just like you, I go through the same things everybody else go through. And comedy, as much as it heals other people, it heals me too to be able to do what I do for people. So. Yeah, it's healing both ways, and I enjoy doing that. I really do.
As far as people keeping up with you, love Darren Fleet. Where all shall they be looking for you at? And I know that's Instagram, but then you also have Twitter. You got Facebook.
No, I ain't got no Twitter. I don't be on Twitter. You know, they be doing a lot on that. No, I don't do all that they do on Twitter. Oh, gee, y'all act like that on Twitter. Y'all acting ugly. I don't do all that. I was like, oh, this is. I thought it was Pornhub one day. I was like, what are these?
Yeah, that's that secret Twitter. You gotta have a regular Twitter, then you gotta have a secret incognito Twitter.
I'm scared of both of them. Because I wasn't prepared. I was like,
I have a Twitter account. I have a Twitter account. Don't even use it.
I thought I was on OnlyFans one day. I was like, who?
Now listen, somebody just said my cousin Kat's mom said.
Kat's mom said what?
Mama Kat said when you come to Akron, she's gonna make you a cake.
Mama Kathy, I love sweets.
So
okay.
Mama Kat said when he comes to Akron, he's going to bake him a cake.
Here's the thing, though. You bake me one cake, she's gonna have to bake 3.
And she will. She'll do that every time she sees you.
I love sweets. But back to you, Jay. I do. I'm talking about a cookie, cake, brownie, banana pudding, peach cobbler, pineapple upside down, red velvet, whatever. Oh God, I'm telling on myself. Okay, so
I got the banana pudding for you.
I love a banana pudding.
My mama.
Love a banana pudding, especially when they done baked it a little bit, got a little. Oh Jesus! All right, let me get. Look, Thanksgiving right around the corner. I'm just being all greedy, but love Darren Fleet on Instagram. Darren Fleet comedian on Facebook. I have a TikTok, just Darren Fleet, and yeah, you know, as seen somewhere in one of these corners, spelled below. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you just put it in. You probably know me. I hate to say blue check because it make people feel like we're doing it, but the page with the verification, we don't really get check for the blue check. I just want people to know that.
Right.
If you see the page though with a blue check on it, that's definitely my authentic page. And yeah, go up there and leave me some comments and tell me what you think. Even if you don't think it's funny, let me know because I'll work on it. So.
Listen, man, thank you so much. I appreciate you. We all appreciate you. We definitely are going to get you back. You see, we got a whole team of people baking sweets for you when you come to Cleveland. So
it's going to be Thanksgiving all over. Thank you.
Listen, when we show up at the Improv and we got all these cakes and shit, don't turn us away, man.
Oh, I'm not. I'm going to try to finish them before I got to fly back out. You know, TSA be tripping about baked goods. I'm going to be the person standing in the line still eating cake. You're like, y'all go in front of me. Go in front of me. Thank y'all for having me. This has been wonderful. Transcending the culture.
Well, we definitely going to plan something.
Hopefully so. Hopefully we can all get together when I'm out there. Like I said before, just thank y'all for having me, and I hope we can do this again. Hopefully we can do it again.
Any kind of final words?
What you were saying, James?
Go ahead,
I am so happy to see you and actually talk.
It's good meeting you too, Tiffany. Look, y'all see me doing this because I know all of us are like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Look, I just want to say, just in case to keep pixelating, this has been great. And it's been a wonderful opportunity. I really appreciate it. Y'all have no idea. I love the interview. And I see big things for your podcast. First and foremost, it looks good in here, the music. I was like, oh, they got it all professional. Come on, professional Black people. I love that. Made me feel like I was sitting down.
Listen, man, I'm gonna just keep it all the way funky with you, man. To hear you say that, like I appreciate that. Like number one, I've been doing media like 20 years. So
Oh, nice.
like just going out, flying out, doing interviews. I cover BET Awards, Soul Train Awards, Essence Fest, like all that stuff. So I've been doing that really for about 20 years, but I really have I launched a podcast network back in August. So this is the first podcast on the network.
Well, this is the first podcast, man. I know it's gonna just blow up from here because it's a good look, and I love the way that y'all all take your times and you had your questions and stuff ready, wasn't rambling. And I mean, we can't help what Wi-Fi gonna do. Wi-Fi gonna Wi-Fi, but this was a great interview, and I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Really
Thank you so much, man. We definitely will be in touch. I'm on your IG every day. So, you know, I'll be commenting. It's crazy. That post that you put up today, I put a comment on there, like 50 people and tagged on it already. So I'm like,
oh, okay. I'm glad they are. I'm glad they still watching after so long.
Yeah, your page is always jumping, man. So like, I appreciate you. Just the same way as
Darren,
you love commenting.
You so stupid.
Just the same way that
what
you
love.
This?
You on your
you
hands
in your own world up there, and I'm loving it. But yo, I'm trying to get in Tiffany world real quick. When Mama be over there laughing at a joke I told 10 minutes ago, I'm like, yes, Tiffany. I'm loving it. I am loving y'all tonight.
Nah,
but let me go and give my love to Coach, because I know he probably like, dang, you still on that phone? And thank y'all for loving him too. And
yes,
like I said, I hope I can
All right, thank you so much, man.
Bye.
Thank y'all so much. God bless. Bye.
Bye. That was wonderful.
This delay is like crazy today.
Crazy.
It's killing me.
This delay is like super,
I got somebody on my team.
So listen, y'all, that was Darren Fleet. If you missed that, it will be up on the website. There was something going on with the website. I don't know. It's like it was up, it was down, it was up, it was down. But I'm gonna make sure that that's up tonight. Everybody should be able to catch the replay on the website, transcendingtheculture.com. So yeah, that was Darren Fleet. What did y'all think?
He was a riot. He's so funny. I knew he was gonna be funny in person because I love his videos.
Oh my god. I'm commenting on one of his little skits now.
No, I think it was really cool. Like, you know, obviously he was a really good sport, you know, just in terms of like the Wi-Fi issues and that sort of thing. It's crazy how like it bounces back and forth. So like last week mine was all janky and I don't know.
This week, me and Tiff, we just going through it, honey. We gonna have to make a new updated technical difficulties video. I don't know. We all gonna have to get in it because we be going through it, y'all.
We all gonna be doing it from the phone in a minute because I'm like this.
Hey, guess what? I'm about to be cousin. I'm about to be out here. Do you hear what I say? I done ordered me a new wig, a new ponytail. New outfits.
Whoa.
I'm about to be.
What they? Yeah, Tiffany, do it.
I'm about to be out here. What? Wait a minute. What just happened? Oh, here we go. Technical difficulties. You right?
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we got so much going on. But yeah, we got a lot planned with Cuz for sure. But I did want to talk about while Tiff over there dancing. I did want to talk about the trip though, since I did not get to talk about that because I was having my technical difficulties. We had a ball. We had so much fun. The energy was so great at the event, the Ultimate Women's Expo. We met a lot of business owners. We met a lot of celebrities. And everybody was just so sweet. Everybody was just everybody was hustling. It was a hustle energy in there. Everybody was networking. They was selling. If they wasn't selling you something, they was connecting with you. Everybody had business cards. It was a really, really good event. I got to talk and interview a couple people, ask some questions. And then during the event, a few people came up to me and said that they really enjoyed some of the questions I asked, and they enjoyed the information I got. And like people was waving at me, I'm waving like, hi. Like am I somebody, or I'm trying to be somebody? But
Right.
it was really, really great for my first media event. So I wanted to thank James for inviting me and just mentoring me, taking me under his wing, because he has a lot of knowledge in this media game. So just thank you so much, cuz it was a long trip, but it was a good trip.
It was
Most
like
definitely.
it was very long,
Ooh,
and
I'm sorry. I could not do it, boy. I am so sorry I missed it, because it looked like you guys had a excellent time. But I kid you not, I was on the verge of pressing that send button to book my flights, and I just couldn't. So
And that's something we're going to be talking
trust me,
about in
you
the
guys were
future. We're going to be
definitely in
talking
my heart.
about anxiety and things like that, because that's something that me and Tiff both deal with, anxiety, and that's something that, you know, it stopped her from this trip. So she was definitely in our thoughts and our prayers. We was calling her, tagging her, sending her pictures and all kind of stuff. So the next time we're in ATL, we will be flying. So be looking out for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's so much. These past 2 months of mine, I have been really, really going through, really bad anxiety attacks and stuff like that, and I just like really need space. But God have other plans and ideas for me, so it's all good though. But your mom, and let me tell you what, when you guys left, your mom said that she had something for me, and that she was gonna send it through you. But I had got to the house, and I was on my way to work Friday. This was Friday, and she gave me a bag. And I tell you what, I was really, 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 really going through it that day. And I mean, going through it. She gives me a bag. I open up the bag, and it's a bowl with it's a pot, it's a bowl warmer or whatever, but it was for breast cancer. So she told me one of her girlfriends from Atlanta, because I literally, my bags was packed and everything, had made it for me. And then I took it, but it was, the card was for me. I was running late for work so tough that I didn't even have time to really sit there and read it. And then when I got in the car, I sat there and read it, and I just lost it. Like, you just need somebody there to just somebody there. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom ain't know. Your mom ain't know. But it's just so many people out here that just, they mind just be focused on other things other than what's in front of them. But it's cool. It's cool. And the mental health is real.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's real out here, and a lot of people have it, but you got some people that's not for you. You got people out there that's just not for you, and it ain't not for you. You just got to move on and just let God take his course, and God is going to be working on me, honey, because when I sit here and tell y'all, Tiffany is 46 years old, and I ain't playing no more games. You'll see
As
it.
you shouldn't, cousin. So yeah, we here for you. And my mom, shout out to mom is always there.
Shout out to Mama Cat, honey.
She always there to wipe my
that car
tears and everything.
Man, my mom has been here for me as well, and anytime I need to come over, I ain't thinking about nothing else. I ain't thinking about nothing, honey. No freaking relationships, none of it. I'm good.
Because like I told you earlier, where we going, everybody can't come. And we got a lot of opportunities in front of us. We met so many different people. We met Tamika Scott from Escape, and I got to ask her some questions and stuff, and was really, oh man, this is about killing me. So I asked her a question. I'm like, yeah, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. And she like, yeah, I got a stop. Escape is doing a show in Columbus, so yeah, I'm gonna give you some tickets so you could come cover the show. So I'm yelling and screaming and yeah. So I'm waiting for her, and I'm like, dang man, I ain't seen Tamika Scott for a second. Did she leave? Did she sneak out the back?
Wow.
I'm sitting here waiting like, Miss Scott, because I want my tickets, okay? So
Period.
so yeah, so hopefully, I'm gonna keep messaging and tagging her, because we would love to come to Columbus, make a trip to go see Escape. So that was
you better tag Candy. You better tag
I know.
Candy.
I'm gonna tag all of them, and I'm gonna make a little post about it because honey, I was waiting. Me and James was waiting for her at the door. We was waiting at the door.
But that's like as first of all, she's like super cool, and you got a chance to see that. Like she's super cool, super down to earth. Like it was like you knew it was all love when she was talking, and she was talking from the heart. Whether it was about family or whatever she was talking about, like you could tell that she was really coming from the heart.
Absolutely.
Either way, we will be at the show.
Either way, I will always support her. I love her. I love Escape.
They're going to be in Columbus.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, y'all. My allergies is really taking the best me today.
But she was just we will always be supporting, and I just loved her. I loved her new music. She was definitely one of the most exciting people to meet. The next person that I want to talk about is Cynthia Bailey. Now, Cynthia Bailey, I know y'all saw I took about 1,000 pictures with Cynthia Bailey. We was talking. I was talking her ear off. I felt like I was just telling her, like, Cynthia, I love you. I'm trying, I'm a new host. I got this podcast. I'm pointing at Jane. She's like, oh, your cousin right there. Oh, I just got done talking to him. He told me all about it. So,
well, see, I was running my mouth too. I was like, I know she probably want me to shut up.
Because she actually if you notice, she took a long time talking to us because she was really engaged in what we saying. She wasn't just, here, come take this picture and get out my face. Like, she really took the time to talk to us.
I said it was the highlight of the day because she really, you could tell that she really took to us. Lonnie Love took to us.
Lonnie Love, definitely. She said she's going to be watching out for the podcast, and she liked some of the things that I posted. But Cynthia was just like, she was so beautiful in person. She smelled so good. I was just like, oh my God, what is that? I need whatever you got, I need it. So I was walking around and I was looking at some of the different products. And so I ran into a different company that was selling items, and it was a sex toy line. A pleasure line created by women, BPA free, vegan, cruelty free. And the toys, they had a very smooth skin-like feel, something I never felt. It was really, really nice, soft. And I heard exclusively from them that Cynthia Bailey purchased something, and she purchased their Cairo toy. So they want you guys to go to itshervibe.co. You can go on the website and add their email list, and they're going to be able to send you a link for some Black Friday coupons. So that's itshervibe.co, and you can follow them on Instagram at itshervibe.co. It's a really good company. I really enjoy
or co.
Yeah, so if you're on Instagram, it's her vibe co. But if you're emailing them, like you want to buy something or you want to be on their list, it's hervibe.co. So you'll be able to go on there, and you'll be able to get Black Friday promotions. You'll be on their email list. So I definitely will be putting my order in. So if you want to please yourself and treat yourself like a real housewife,
me too.
Go ahead to It's Her Vibe Co.
We got
and It's Her Vibe.
We got parents over here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Listen, we grown, and people going through breakups, people going through, it's about to be winter. I have seasonal depression. I need something to bring these spirits up, okay? So I'm gonna be getting me a toy.
Hey, listen here, bro.
And I'm gonna get that Cairo because I think I'm a real housewife, or I think I'm somebody. So I'm gonna get what Cynthia Bailey got, okay?
I think it's dope, and that really was the whole idea.
That's at the end for me.
That really was the whole idea of being there, to be able to connect with the different businesses that were there and really support them and push their products.
It was so many great businesses. Like there were artists, makeup, body butter,
I saw
I mean, just
that.
everything you could think of, and they were doing a lot of things. They were handing out condoms, they were handing out health information, they were handing out so many different free things, information. So it was like a really, really great event. Shout out to Lonnie Love, Mama D, Drew Sidora,
In that order.
in that order. In that order, they was running amok around the castle, so we had to
Right,
leave.
right.
So we had to leave because they was running amok around the
Listen, when Mama D got to talking about Erica, it was like, no, you just pay attention to the post. I was like, yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's.
We was listening to Mama D, and Mama D wasn't talking about nothing. Let's keep it real. She was talking about.
I was just going to ask you, what was she really talking about?
So she was trying to, everybody knows Scrappy and Erica are kind of rekindling their flame. They're hanging out, they're traveling, they're being spotted out at concerts and things. And I feel like Mama D don't really like Erica, so she trying to squash all the rumors. But you can't squash nothing that we see. As she was talking, I'm seeing them posting online together. So I'm like, Mama D, what you really talking about here? So me and James left, and we went to go meet Cynthia Bailey. We had to go. We had to go. Had to get up out of here for a second. Take a break.
But like all day long, I wanted to see Mama D. So I thought that, I thought it was really dope. And there was so many other people there, like MC Light, Leanne Richardson, Judge Hatchet. Like you got some words in with Judge Hatchet, and we both got
I got incredible encouragement from Judge Hatchet and Cynthia Bailey. They both kept telling me, how proud they are of me, how they love women of color and especially Black people making these podcasts and coming in media. And they told me, just keep going. You starting right now. And they kept saying, I see great things from you. You're engaged. And the thing about it is, I was talking the whole day. I thought I was one of the hosts. I was asking questions left and right to people. So, they definitely gave me so much encouragement that shout out to all of them for sure.
Absolutely. I thought it was really, really great. Unfortunately, when we got down there Saturday, it was just about over. I did get a chance to spot Lily from SWV.
Yes.
I didn't get a chance to actually talk with her, but beautiful as ever. Like, it was really, really cool. And SWV, like I've had a chance in the past to interview them and whatnot. So it was really, really cool. Definitely to see Lily out there on the entrepreneur with her business and whatnot. And actually, I'm gonna get some posts up. Because I did take some pictures of her setup. So
her setup was really, really nice. It was very eye-catching. It was one of the best setups. Her and the DJ had the best setups that I saw.
Yeah, that's DJ Tammy.
DJ Tammy, yes, she was so pretty. She had the hits going. Jace wasn't playing when he said people was stopping in their tracks and breaking it down like they was like out of nowhere, because she had them tunes.
Like she really had it jumping. And that's one of the cool things. Like, I can show you pictures from last year. Like, a lot of the celebrities, because they have their businesses and whatnot, like they have like really, really, really elaborate setups. Like Kim Fields had an elaborate setup for her coffee company because she was there over the weekend, which was really, really dope. And then like last year, Tamika Scott actually had a setup for her seasonings, which was like super elaborate. Tammy from Waka Flocka's ex,
Tammy Rivera.
She's got a clothing line, so she had like a really elaborate setup last year for hers, and it literally looked like you was in Macy's. Like I think you see like clothes racks with the clothes hanging and the cash registers, and like it looked like you was in a department store. So a lot of them, they have like those elaborate setups, and that's what the event is all about, is pushing entrepreneurship for women and helping them get their businesses started. And obviously it's a lot of people there. It's not just women there, but it's geared towards women. But it's still like a really, really dope event to go to.
It was a great event. It was a lot of men there. It was a lot of kids there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a lot of people. Everybody was going to the main stage to listen to, what they had to say. I really enjoyed MC Light and Dr. Lynn, who is a financial advisor, and she really broke some things down to me. And I got to get this spending under control, y'all. I'm about to start her thing next month. I'm starting her the 10, 10, 30, 50. And she will I'll have to post something more about that and break it down on the spending. The first is like tithing, and it's all these different things you do with your income. So I'm going to start doing that. That's something that was really interesting to learn at the event. I didn't know we was going to get something on financial
literacy. Well, I'm gonna tell you what,
literacy.
look, I'm gonna tell you what. So with that, I'm just gonna be quite honest with you. I have not been tithing up until like last month. So because I'm always like, oh, I need to do this with my money, this, that, and the third. So that was the whole mental thing, and I just was like, you know what? I started back going to church. So when I started back going to church, I said, you know what? I got some money. I had some extra, like a lot of extra money. So I was like, I'm about to put $10 in the tithe. Sure did. Put $10 in the tithe. Then that Sunday turned into the next Sunday, and the next Sunday after that, and next Sunday after that. And so this last Sunday, it's a lot of perks to come with tithing and being in organizations at the church, because you got to pay your dues, right? So I put $10 in for my tithe, and I paid my $25 for my organization. And I told the president, she was like, "Okay, girl, you go, girl, you started paying yourself." And it's like, since I've been paying my tithes, I've been getting blessings.
No, that's absolutely real. And the thing, Dr. Lynn has said, we be holding on to that tithe money, but it's like, whenever you hold on tithe money, you be broke anyway. That little tithe ain't gonna do nothing, ain't gonna pay no bill.
It's not. And
so
I'm telling you what,
to do what you were supposed to do with it, like you said, them blessings.
They say give 10%. So when I looked at the 10% that I make, I was like, yeah, we may start that next year.
Listen, Jesus, as long as you're giving something and it's intentional.
Exactly. If it's $5, and I had to tell people, like, if you just start off at $5, it's not going to make you know what I'm saying? Right. It's a good cause. It's a good cause. When you be pulling up to these little corners and stuff, when you get off the expressway, you got the homeless people out there. Sometimes you don't know if these people is really homeless, because I've been looking at my guys like, I'm sorry, if I have some change, I'll give you what I got. You know what I'm saying? Because I do feel for the people that's out here on the streets, especially it's cold, getting cold out here. But sometimes I can't give you my last. I just can't do it.
Right.
So by all means, you go ahead. If it's $5, you get that $5 in your tithe, and then by then it will gradually add up. True story.
For sure. Yeah. You right about that too.
Yeah. So yeah, there was definitely a lot of takeaway from being at the event. And Dr. Lynn Richardson, there were so many gems to take away from what she was talking about and what she had to say. And NC Light too. Like NC Light was really, really dope. Even though she was feeling well, she was there, and so many other people were there too. So I had a good time. I'm actually looking now at the potential or the possibility of doing some of the other cities that they have, because it just was really awesome.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
So yeah.
So what's the next city? I know we was talking about Detroit.
I don't know for that. I had to look on the website. I don't know where they are next.
Yeah, I think they said maybe Nashville was one of them that I saw on the flyer, but I'm not sure what their next stop is. But I know James got a lot of places for us to travel coming up soon, so we got to get that together. He talking about Vegas and this place, that place, going back to Atlanta before the end of the year. I'm like,
I wanted to do Vegas for my birthday. Me and my one other friend, we was gonna do it just me and her, because I never did a trip with her before, and I just wanted to do a trip with her. But then I wanted to do my for my birthday, just like have my friends and family just come out and just celebrate with me. That's all. But Vegas I definitely wanted to do for my birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, was it you guys that I talked to about the new edition, Kat?
That was James.
Yeah.
So that's what I was getting ready to say.
That's February. You write that down.
Yes. Yeah, that's February. Yeah. So yeah, I think
Staying
that'll
around for his birthday.
be it'll definitely be dope to do that, and really just to do some more trips and go cover some more events and whatnot. But we had a really good time. I'm grateful, to the creators of the Ultimate Women's Expo. Really just it was a good opportunity for us, and we got to do a lot of networking, and we just had a good time. All in all, and it was, that the drive really was not. It really wasn't that bad.
It wasn't bad.
It really wasn't bad at all.
James, let me tell you, James was pushing. He was.
I know he was.
Man.
I know he was.
Listen,
I was in the passenger seat. I was in the passenger's. Hold on. All I had to do.
When I say
sure the tools was right.
I'm like, move. Like,
that's how he is.
And snacks. I had the Doritos on deck.
You did the spicy chili Doritos.
I put him on today.
I probably would have been all right. I don't know. I probably would have been all right. It's just that drive to Detroit. It leaving, I had an anxiety a little. It wasn't an attack, but it was like overwhelming. But when I got in the car, I was falling asleep.
She rolled down here with us
because I was really.
I said they be done found us on the side of the road.
I'm just playing. And I didn't want to be no Debbie Downer. I didn't want to be no Debbie Downer. So it was like once I found out I wasn't going, after I had packed up all my stuff, because I literally had my bags at the door. So I just told my mom, I said, we'll just come over here, and be done, because I can't, man. But I've been okay.
But you know what? That's the beauty of us. That's the beauty of us doing it together. There are gonna be points in time where we all can't be in the same place at the same time.
Yeah.
We're doing the show. There are gonna be days and times and points where all three of us may not be on that particular episode. Like when I went to go check out Lauryn Hill, like I really should not have been on the show that night. But I just was like, we was kind of fresh in. I didn't want to miss an episode, and the Wi-Fi at the hotel ended up being janky, and we saw folks moving and grooving, and it was cool. But there are gonna be those times where we all can't necessarily be there, or it might just be really something pressing that you have to take care of that takes you in another direction for that particular day or for a trip. So we all got each other. So just like we was there, had you not said you wasn't there, nobody would have known that you weren't there outside of the fact that you wasn't in the picture. Like nobody would have known that you wasn't there because we tagged you like you was right there with us. So it's all good. And we like we really had an amazing time. Again, I've had the blessing of covering the event before, but I know that this was Kat's first time. So like on my mind the whole time, and I never said anything to you, but I just was like, I want Kat to have a good experience, because it's a lot to take in when you go and you do an event and there's like wall to wall people, and you trying to get around. Like you can kind of get turned around a little bit. Like, okay, where do I start? And what do I do? And like it turned out really good. Like it was cool that even though we got there a little late on Saturday, like we still was able to walk around. We instantly connected with DJ Tammy, which was really cool. And then we got to reconnect with her again on Sunday. Obviously all of the keynotes that we saw, and the people that we actually got to meet and talk to and ask questions to. And you got that picture with the beautiful Drew Samora. Like my heart was hurting because I was like, okay, well she in the VIP and I didn't get VIP, so I'm not even gonna worry about getting the picture. And you, Kat just slid up in the middle like
Listen, I was getting in where I.
And then on top of that, You really was like you got her with her lips all pursed up, like.
Oh yeah, she was taking a whole little, we did a little video,
Y'all did a
everything.
little photo shoot. And I was
She
just
was
like,
so.
photo shoot and I ain't taking no picture. Like that was kind of,
She was really, really nice, and yeah, she was doing it with. She like, here, you want? Let's do another one. Let's do it. I'm like, okay, girl, I'm with you, honey. I got the camera out. So it was really, really good. I was hustling, I was moving, I was shaking. I told you, people was like, hey, I seen you earlier. I'm like, oh, hey, girl, hey, I ain't working the event, but I'm working. I'm working the event. So yeah, I went up to Juicadora. She was so nice, and everybody I introduced myself. I told them what I'm doing and that I'm new at this, and they all just gave me so much encouragement. She like, just keep going. She said, look at me, I've been going for how long? She's like, I'm still going. So I'm like, yes, Drew. I said, I finally forgave her for cheating with my man Darren back in the day on the game. So, that was
that used to be mine.
Forgave her because, honey, I was mad at some Juicadora for about a good 10 years. But I decided to put that aside and find it in my heart for forgiveness. So
here's the question. Did you tell her?
Hell no, I ain't tell her. I didn't want to miss my picture. I said, excuse me, Miss Adora. Hello, nice to meet you. I was real respectful, but
I'm grateful to them. I'm also grateful, and giving Darren Fleet a shout out again. I'm grateful to him too, just because he talked about the fact that it's been 8 years and he just kept at it and kept at it and kept at it, and look where he at now, and look how
yeah. And I think people always think people are like these overnight successes, or they just popped out of nowhere, and they don't see the grind. They don't see the everyday work. So I'm really glad that we got to meet Darren. I'm really glad I got to meet Juicadora and these people that have been trying for years, and we've been seeing them, and to finally see them reach the success that they are and being recognized. I'm very, very proud, and that just gives me so much drive and ambition to keep going. And everybody that I talked to said that they're going to be looking out for our podcast. Everybody that we encounter or that has watched our podcast said we are going up. We're going great places. So
numbers are definitely going up. I have looked. The numbers are going up. And then I wanted to give shout outs to the majority of my friends that I have invited on to our Facebook have been accepting, my invite. So I want to give a shout out to you guys and thank you very much. I love you guys for that, because every time I go on the book, I see such has accepted. So our numbers are definitely going up.
But side note, y'all see our new background?
I see it.
Like hello?
Yes,
great.
Like for real? Like
somebody been working. I don't know who, but somebody been working.
Listen, I think it's really dope. And it's like every week we be like, we gonna stick to an hour because we know people got to go to sleep. And it's 9:34, and we still got a couple of them topics to hit, which is cool. I ain't tripping. I think it's really, really dope. Like, I love being able to do this with y'all. And I think that we're definitely making a difference. And, we're definitely making some great strides. And the event that we got to do this past weekend was like proof. That was like the proof in the pudding that we're definitely making great strides, because when you got up and you were talking about the podcast, like, you could just see the room light up. You could see the room light up, and like starting with Lonnie Love, like you could see the room light up, and she was like really excited about it.
And she talked to me for a long time. Like when I went back and watched that video, she gave me some great advice, some gems, some laughs. So shout out to Lonnie Love. She really gave me something to really, something to chew on, something to really take in and put to work. So, shout out to her. I really appreciate her. And everybody that I talked to and asked questions to.
And that's the cool thing is, like, this event, like certain events like this one, when I go and do Essence Fest, like, you don't run into anybody that's like funky or don't want to be bothered or got an attitude. I mean, like, everybody's willing to help and willing to offer advice and willing to offer encouragement and willing to offer praise. And Like it's the full package. Like we and I love Atlanta. So you know I ain't want to go home no way. So when you said we can stay Sunday, I'm like
James rolling around talking about I wouldn't mind getting me somewhere down here again. Oh, this is a good area. This is a good area. And I'm like, James, where the hell you going? Hold on.
Listen, and listen, and I'm gonna get my CPAP.
Story because I was talking about moving to Florida the next 2 years. So and it's like it's gonna be in the works. So it ain't shit up here for me.
Enough wood. I think I cut enough wood in the hotel to push her right on out because.
Oh my God, James! He woke me up. He said, "How did you sleep?" I said, "You need a CPAP." He was snoring.
He been needed a CPAP.
Oh my God!
He been needed one. Do you hear what I say? He been needed one. The first time we have been to Atlanta twice, so that would have been my third. No, wait. How many times we go? Oh no, this would have been my second time in Atlanta. So the first time we went to Atlanta was for the magazine. So we for the magazine. So honey, we sitting there and I'm sitting here in the room looking at him like, bruh, you gotta be kidding me right now.
Would you stay at that house?
No, this would have been my third time in Atlanta. Because or was that California? See, I can't even keep up because I know that's what me.
She can't even get her
geography. I'm just like,
right.
I'm trying to figure out. No, I think this would have been our third time in Atlanta because the first time we went was with DJ Squirt, and that was when we stayed in the room and you was sitting there and I'm looking over like, what? You need a mask. Period. Son.
Yeah. He was.
I got one.
I am not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that on camera. I'm not gonna do that on camera. Go ahead.
I thought I threw it away, but I still got one.
Nope.
But no, when we went down to Atlanta and we went to Candy's restaurant, they were like, it was like home. I talked to the grandma. I talked to Candy, her husband, the aunt, her mom. Yeah, and the aunt, she really, I was asking her questions and she really was like,
Tiffany went right on down the family tree. She talked to everybody.
Basically, listen, oh, you thought I wasn't? I came my way down here. You thought I wasn't? And then everybody kept saying I look like Candy. I'm like, well, where do I look like Candy? So I had an actual picture of myself and I put it beside Candy and damn, we do look alike. And I showed Candy. Candy was like, wow. Like I could have been her little sister. Now
I would have been like, I'm your long lost cousin. Can I get a free meal?
Sister like the age.
So listen.
Ty would have been like, no, bro, we ain't trying that one.
So listen.
I want to be in a dungeon.
So listen.
I don't you want to be in a dungeon?
Hey, listen, chat with Kat. Let's get into these topics.
Let's get into these topics. Yes. So I'm gonna tell y'all all about it. You know, we're gonna do some chat with Kat. Because you know I got the topics. So first off, we're gonna talk about Chrisean Rock. Some of you may know her, some of you may not. She's a Instagram rapper. She got one tooth missing, so that's usually how you spot her. That's how you spot her with that tooth, you know. So she showed up at Tamar Braxton's concert that Tony also was at, and she ended up slapping one of Tamar's background singers. And not only is it just a regular background singer, this is James Chanel, that the Patty Pies man. The James from Patty's Pie, the Patty Pie, you know, eating the pie, he was singing. Chrisean slapped him, punched him, and knocked his teeth out. I'm like, girl, you mad because you ain't got no teeth? You knocking everybody else's teeth out? What you doing? Yeah, so now Chrisean, she it's her against Tamar, it's her against Tony, James, the blogs. Everybody is going after this girl because she done came up to Tamar's concert acting a fool. So what y'all think about that?
I don't even really feel like it's. I don't. Well, first and foremost, I don't even feel like it's her against Tamar because to me, Tamar didn't really. Tamar didn't really go in like she should have.
She didn't go in, and she finally broke her silence and said, She finally said that she wasn't invited and that she tried to take her under her wing. But a lot of people were blaming Tamar, saying, you know what this girl's capable of. You know she fights. You know she does this. So do you think it was irresponsible for her to even have her at the concert in the first place?
I do think that it was irresponsible to have her there in the first place. I mean, you don't want to just shun people, but you know how she is. But then you also can say that trouble begets trouble, and like Tamar always got something going on. Love her to death. I love her to death. Like
Tamar have always had something going on since the family values.
Like I'm not trying to hate on her, but it's always something. Whether she started it or not, it's always some kind of drama or something that circles around her. And
yeah, so a lot of people are saying that maybe it was a publicity stunt. Maybe she did this knowing something was going. She didn't know what was going to happen, but something was going to happen. So a lot of people are saying it was calculated on her part. That's what Krishan's team is saying, that this was calculated. So that's why she invited her.
That's why she invited her in the first place, because she wanted something to happen, or because that's her friend.
But I don't know. But then I
can't really see. Okay, so listen.
But then you start to question.
You got that one friend, but look.
Shit, because I just feel like for something like that to happen, and for as hard as James Chanel Wright go for Tamar at all times. Something like that to happen, like somebody should have came into the middle. I mean, it would be just the same as if regardless of anything, if something happened to Carisha, or if something happened to Katia, or if something happened to Carla, like you gonna be right in the middle of it. Like
exactly, for sure.
Well, I just feel like as they're supposed to be.
Listen, regardless if I can fight or not, I'm in the middle of it.
A lot sooner than what it was.
Because I ain't no fighter. But let me tell you what, family, I'm fighting.
And I showed James a picture of Tony, and Tony was already looking at her crazy, like,
yeah.
Like somebody get this jigaboo away from me. Like somebody get this dang on girl.
And I'm gonna keep it gangster. Like I really don't know a lot about Krishan Rock. So I mean, I'm not gonna go in saying that I know all of this and I follow her and all of that, because the reality is I really don't, because she's too much drama. So
hey, Miss Debbie, I want to give a shout out to Miss Debbie Webby. That's like a second mom to me. Hey, girl, thanks for catching the show. So we're gonna move on to the next topic, because Krishan Rock, if we talked about her, we'll be here all day, because she fight everybody.
Absolutely.
So the next topic, and this is a topic that we have discussed a lot on the show, which is Will and Jada. I know y'all probably tired of Will and Jada, but we're gonna discuss it today. So what we're discussing is the new rumors coming out from Will Smith's ex-bodyguard and ex-best friend, saying that he caught him engaged in sexual activities with Dwayne Martin. And so that's been an explosive thing that everybody's been talking about. The man has done multiple interviews. And this has been a rumor that we've heard for y'all. I've heard this since I was a little girl that was going on. So what do you guys think about that rumor?
I'll let you go, Tiff. No, because I went first the last time, so that's why I said that.
because it has been out there for a minute. It has been out there for a minute, and I have been really wondering. Okay, so Tisha Campbell, it was said that's why she divorced him, because of that activity. Now I'm really literally wondering, why would somebody put that out there if it ain't true? I know social media, and people put stuff out there all the time to get reactions out of people. But man, listen here, it's everywhere. It's on the news. It's on IG. It's everywhere. So somebody need to get sued if this is not true. or somebody
I
needs
mean,
to speak up. Well, let me tell you what. So I would have spoke up so tough, like, "Hey, man, y'all, that's not what's going on here."
I just think that. I mean, why are you looking at me like that, Kat?
You're being careful. You're being careful with the words. I see.
I am. I mean, I just think that. Okay, first and foremost, it's been out there for a long time, or there's been the insinuation for a long time. Nobody really knows, truthfully, what the deal is or if that's the case. But it's been out there for a little bit. I mean, Tisha Campbell, kind of alluded to it, in terms of her divorce with him, and then Ray has alluded to it. So I mean, it definitely has been out there. But I guess my thing or my take on it, to be honest, has been, okay, it's either true or it's not true. But regardless of the point, when did it become cool to just like out somebody like that and like out there like that? So I just feel like if it is true, I feel like if it's true, who really cares? But I mean, I get that that's what a lot of people are looking for. People like that salacious type of stuff or whatever. But I just feel like even if it is true, what gives him the right to put that out there if they have not put that out there?
Yeah, the thing is, this is a rumor we've heard for years. Like I said, like Tiff said, Tisha Campbell actually put this in her divorce decree, that this is something that she believes happened and that led to her divorce. Lisa Ray has done interviews and alluded to this. This is not the first time, and this is before social media. This is I heard about this rumor when they was filming All of Us, when they had the show all together, when Jada and Will were the producer and Dwayne Martin and Lisa Ray were starring in the show. We heard that the show fell apart because it was a successful show, but the show fell apart because of the dynamic between the two.
Now, what I will say as far as Lisa Ray,
because I was watching All of Us.
Now, what I'll say as far as Lisa Ray too, and obviously everything is alleged, but
allegedly, yes, this is all alleged.
I don't believe that she was coming from that standpoint. I think she was more so coming from the standpoint of, her husband and the cheating that went on with her husband and how Dwayne Martin, was involved in that or whatever. So I think that's the standpoint that Lisa.
That's what she did, but she did joke about. And she said something in the interview, and I don't know what him and Will had going on. And it was a side thing, it was a quick, like Tiff said, it was alluding to that, but not really coming out and saying it. So after this man did these interviews, Jada has told TMZ herself, if anyone says this rumor, if anyone has him on their show and it's not allegedly, she's suing. She says she's suing. So if she's so gung-ho, if she's so ready to sue and ready to put her money behind that, does that change your mind on whether it's true or not?
Not mine. I mean, that's not mine. I mean,
and people already have a distrust for the Smith family with all the stuff that's going on, him smacking Chris and Jada's book, the entanglement Jada had. It's like, Jada, you was lying about, y'all been lying about stuff. That's how we feel as the public. So it's like, is it far-fetched for us to believe this? We didn't heard freaky tales about them, so we don't really know.
Yeah, I don't think it's far-fetched, but I also don't think that just because she says she gonna sue, that don't necessarily mean that it can't be true.
I think she kind of said that to kind of stop the ball from rolling. I think it was gaining too much steam, and she kind of was like, okay, let me say something to get, at least make people, put some fear into people posting it and talking about it.
Yeah.
Well, how come she has to be the one to say it and not Will or Dwayne?
Because she is on tour for her book. So she already has these interviews lined up. So when the story came out, this the first thing they asking her, like, what about old dude saying this about Will and Dwayne? It's like the first question they're asking her. So she's trying to put it to rest. Will Smith already said he's not clearing up nothing. He said he ain't clearing up nothing. He said he out doing what he doing. So he kind of let Jada be the cleanup woman.
But my thing too is that, true or not, you make it worse by responding to shit. Like you make it worse by responding to it. I just think that some stuff just does not. Some stuff just doesn't warrant a response. I mean, unless you're that about what somebody
because
thinks.
I see what you're saying. Like, if he was to respond, if him or Dwayne was to respond, it's just going to wreak more havoc on the situation at hand, because it's going to be questions on top of questions, just like a journalist. When we're out there asking questions, then they'll answer one question. Then how many more? Well, what about such and such and such? And then how come this? So, when prime example. So, Will, these accusations that we have, with you and Dwayne, how do you feel about that? Oh, well, I said that. Okay, so when then here go the stupid questions. When did you and Dwayne first hook up? That. Well, no more, listen, watch this. No more questions. I have no more questions. Talk to my lawyer. Like, but wait a minute, wait, we're not done. And so yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, Will had already said when Jada was when the excerpts were coming out from her book that he said he not doing no press. He said, I'm not doing no press with nobody. You see him, he on a boat somewhere. He doing his own thing. I feel like he's just kind of staying away from it. I don't know. I just feel like they're on two different. It's like they just on two different sides of the earth. Like Jada is telling us all this business and spewing out this, and we'll just over here being quiet. So it's very, confusing to know what to believe.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'm just like, true or not, like, when did it become cool to just out somebody like that?
And that's not okay.
Yeah, that's not cool. Whether you was cool with him and you not now, or what, like, that's just, I just don't think that that's cool. And then he, he looked a little suspect. I mean, if you really want to be, so I mean, I'm just like, I just think the whole thing is crazy. But I'm old, so I think with an old man mentality, it just
I know. I don't hear nobody say.
It's a little crazy. I just,
know.
Well, it's a lot crazy.
So yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on the story and updating everybody on what's going on with Will and Jada going forward. So you guys comment down below, leave some comments on the videos, and let us know your opinions on Will and Jada. Do you think this stuff is true? Do you not really care? Just share your opinions on this, because I think we're all kind of, with the Smiths, I feel like we're all kind of scratching our heads at this point, kind of figuring out, like, what the heck do y'all got going on? We thought y'all was something totally different.
Absolutely. We'll definitely keep everybody posted on that. This is Kat's new department now, like, as far as the trending topics and all of that. This is Kat's new department. We're gonna jazz this up. We're gonna jazz this little segment up and make it nice and pretty for everybody. Because this is Kat's baby. Because I was just like, this trip that we took put a whole lot of stuff in perspective for me. And Kat was telling me about all this different stuff that was going on, and I'm like, what? And then I'm like, you need to be the trending topic, because, like, about everything. I'm like, when did that happen? For real?
Yeah, that's why my head is so big. It's full of gossip. I just know. I don't know. I'm the person my friends always call when they need to scoop on something, or they read something. Like my friend Tiara, my best friend, she will see an article, not read the article, because she know I'm gonna tell her all about it. So she just called me like, what they talking about? I saw something about something, and I'd be like, girl, did you hear about him and the baby mom? And she pulled up to the house, and the cameras was there. I will tell you everything you need to know. Right. So yes, I am your eyes and ears for all your gossip needs. So every week I will be doing a segment, and it's going to be Chat with Kat, and I'm going to give you all the latest gossip and news. So be looking out for that.
And then, just to put a couple other things in perspective, as we are moving forward with the podcast, we're on episode 15. So, like, kudos to us.
Moving along.
We're pushing along. quite nicely. And one of the things that we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of divvy up a little bit of the content so that each person is kind of focusing on certain things. And obviously we're still gonna have guests on the show. We are gonna have different celebrities and whatnot, but some of them are gonna cater more to what a particular host may really be about. So we may have some people that are kind of health related, cancer related, rheumatoid arthritis related, or that type of thing. And then those maybe end up being interviews that Tiffany might take the lead on. And then Kat and I, we may have a couple questions here and there, but it'll kind of be like Tiffany's baby. And then I may bring in kind of some music related people, and then that'll kind of be my baby that I'm nurturing, or my interview that I'm nurturing. And then they'll kind of jump in where they fit in and maybe ask a couple questions. And then, like today, we had Darren Fleet on the show, and that really spoke to all of us. So we all kind of chimed in on that, and we're just kind of separating some stuff and kind of divvying out where we can, so that then we can figure out ways where we can fit in more content and different things. We have said each and every week that we were going to stick to an hour, and I don't think one week since the three of us have been together we have stuck to an hour. And
Not one.
I do think that
not one hour.
We are going to begin doing our trending topics at the beginning of the show, so that because we do have some faithfuls. We got some faithful transcenders who are watching just for the trending topics, but they have to go to work in the morning. They be trying to get into bed, and they be sitting up waiting for us to do trending topics. So we'll around and see how that works. And
cause we about to get up off of here. Y'all little cousin up there singing something crazy. I don't know what the heck. She done got Glorilla playing. I don't know. I gotta go check that.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. I also want to shout out. She doing all that hollering. She done made me forget what I was gonna say.
What?
I also want to shout out Scarlett. She's a New York rapper. She is doing really, really, really good. And her new single Blick got released today. So I know that it's doing really, really good. She's like one of the top artists on Vivo now, and this is her time. Like, she is really, really shining, and I've been following like crazy. So I said I was
I like her. I like her New York energy. She'd be like,
because you could tell that it's genuine. And like,
that's really her. Like, she's very unique.
Like,
I will
really
say
her.
that no one sounds, looks, acts like her. So yeah, she's definitely one to watch.
Like, she's not just putting on. Like, that's her. That's her. You could feel it through the gram. Like, I'm like, wow, like, she's really doing it, and you could tell that she's grateful for the success. So like, that always get me. So I definitely said I was gonna shout her out on the show today. I also am shouting out Coi Leray. Listen, I'm not even gonna front. I think the track with her and Busta is fire. Now I know Benzino mad.
Yeah,
right
he
now.
mad.
He mad, and he in his feelings, and he mad at Angie Martinez, and he mad at Busta. But I like the track though. I would love to know what other people think about it if anybody's heard it. So you guys.
I love me some Coi. I love her. She's very talented. I love a slim body, a slim girl with no additives. I really love that. Her and her dad have had a very rocky relationship, especially with her becoming more famous. So it's a lot. As a dad, do you want to see your daughter doing all this, gyrating and that? No, right. But also you're in this industry. He used to be in charge of Source Magazine and the Source Awards and stuff. Benzino is he half naked in every Instagram I be seeing. So what's wrong with her not having no clothes on?
Yeah, I thought the video was tasteful though. I didn't think it was nothing crazy.
It was done tastefully, and she is a rap star. She's a pop star. She's an artist, and this is what comes with the territory. So I feel like he needs to stop going so hard on her and take her under your wing, show her some things, mentor her, be there with her.
She's definitely doing her thing, and I, like you said, I understand that that's your baby and everything, but if she just ain't out here just really going hard. You know what I'm saying? Just let her just naturally do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just let
Yeah,
her
I
do
don't
it.
think that she's doing nothing
Then
outrageous
if
or
you
anything that he should be embarrassed about. I think she's a cool artist. You know, and
right, right.
nobody wins when a family feuds, you know. So
Absolutely. I like that. Nobody wins when the family.
No,
I like that. Look at that.
no.
I might have stole that from Jay-Z, but I'm gonna act like it was me. You know, I'm gonna act like it was.
That's all right. It's
I
yours.
came up with that. I came up with
That's
that.
all
You know.
right. That's
It's
all
yours
right.
now.
It ain't copyright.
Yeah, it ain't copywritten. It's cool. It's cool.
So listen, I want to thank
It
everybody
ain't
for tuning
copyright.
in. I want to thank everybody for tuning in this week to
Mhm.
Transcending. You know, as we said, we are all enjoying doing this podcast. We appreciate all of you checking us out from week to week. Thank
Mhm.
you, thank you, thank you to our guest tonight, Darren Fleet. I thought that he was really amazing. We got a whole team of people that's baking cakes and pies for him.
Yes. Yes.
So listen,
Oh my God, I cannot wait to
that will be televised when we deliver them pies and them cakes to him. But I just want to thank him for
I'm
coming
dead
on.
ass. When he come, he can still spend the night at my house. I'm so super serious.
I want to thank him
I'm
for
kicking
coming
the
on to the
way out.
podcast. I think that was really, really dope. And thank you, Kat, for getting our trending topics together tonight. Thank you, Tiffany, for keeping us laughing at stuff that happened 10 minutes ago.
Always.
And
Anytime you need me, I'm here, bruh.
and listen, you guys can make sure that you follow us. I specifically am at Authentically James on Instagram. I also have on Instagram, it's the J Spot Online. That's kind of my backup page now because I follow too many legit people on so I can't really
Yes.
every time somebody new follow me and I'm like, okay, let me follow back. I have to go through and then kind of remove some people. So then I look for the people who don't have pictures on their profile and stuff like that.
Right.
Follow me on my other one also. It's the J Spot Online. You can also hit my link tree. That's linktr.ee / it's the J Spot. If you pull that up, you can find every link that is associated with me. Find all of the websites, ugdigital.com, which is there's some amazing things that's gonna be coming along with UG Digital. I'm actually creating a magazine within the magazine that is gonna be devoted specifically to Cleveland artists. So I am working on that. I will be looking for some help, some contributors, some people to kind of help along with that. So stay posted for that. And yeah, definitely a lot going on. A lot going on with UG Digital Podcasting and Radio. Radio portion is going to launch mid 2024. The midday shuffle is going to be coming, and we are putting that together, working that piece out. So you'll be able to catch us 5 days a week on the radio. Call letters are intact. So we got a whole lot going on with that. And before I let Tiffany and Kat say their pieces before we close out, I also want to mention our guest for next week. It's going to be Marie Kennedy. She is the owner, CEO of No Static Radio here in Cleveland. Lot of show hosts on the station. A lot of different shows on the station. I have a show on the station that is the entertainment plug. For those of you who don't know, I'm on every Saturday from 11 to 1. So you guys can also catch me there during the week. I have a couple other podcasts and things that I'm nurturing and an Instagram series that I'm going to be launching pretty soon. And still working on my book. And I think that's enough about me. Let's get to Kat and Tiffany so that we could go ahead and close out at 10:05. It is.
Well, you guys can catch me, Tiffany Milirons, on Faith. You know what, Lord, looking over me, Facebook, and also Miss_April 4877 at Instagram. And I want to give a shout out to all my brand new followers on Instagram. I appreciate you guys so much because I swear I never meant to have new followers like almost every hour on the hour just from just tuning in on my reels. Like I said, I'm just here to please people who's having a bad day. I'm not looking for no followers, no nothing like that. You know, I'm
Yes, you
just
is.
on
Yes, you
here.
is. Stop lying. I'm sorry.
I'm just, I'm just here just to be just silly and being me. That's all. Just being me. I got 1,348 brand just followers alone. I really appreciate that. Also, um on my TikTok is Tiff at Tiffany Milan 7. I don't know I don't know the Twitter name yet. I'm gonna have to do a new Twitter because I forgot the password. Go figure. But other than other than that, you can catch me on all those three websites, and you guys have a very, very blessed day. Kat, go ahead on, take us out.
You guys can follow me on all platforms at Cat Queen. So that's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.
This heifer get
That
on my nerves, y'all. She got one hand. She got one hand though. This heifer get on my nerves.
yeah,
Go ahead.
and listen, it took me a minute to get all of them to match. You know, they was giving me 30 days, and is this your real name, and all of that. So yes, but that's Cat Queen, KATKWUEEN. And so I will be dropping my blog or my vlog about our trip. That's going to be on Friday on my TikTok. So I'm going to be having, all the little fun stuff and us walking through and talking to people. And then by Friday, I'm also going to be dropping all the questions that I asked the different people, Lonnie Love, Tamika Scott. So you guys are going to be able to see those questions in full. And then so also I'm going to be working on my own show. I'm looking to drop that in December. So I'm working.
And this will be on YouTube Digital Podcasting and Radio. Please understand that. But go ahead.
Yes, definitely. So, and I already have a couple guests lined up. So if you're looking for more hot topics, social media, knowledge, as well as beauty, weight loss, just a lot of fun things. So be looking out for that in December. So this week, I'll be posting everything that happened at the Expo. So check all my social medias at Cat Queen.
Hey, listen, y'all. I meant to mention.
Oh, you know what? Y'all, wait. Oh.
What's up, Tiff?
Oh, because see, what y'all not about to do. I totally forgot to tell what my endeavors is going to be, because you guys are just so fabulously inclined with you guys' businesses. So I am going to start working, because me and James has been talking about this for a while, but I have been like not spiritually there. Getting my own cancer business going with my breast cancer, ovarian, and cervical cancer counseling services going on. And it has been taking me a while to, so many women out there are struggling with not breast, but they're struggling with the ovarian as well. And I said, you know what, enough is enough. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And I just need sponsors so I can find a building, so I can get a team together and all that, because I'm tired of playing. I am. I'm tired of playing. And that's my whole thing. Like, I just freeze up and just get scared. I'm not no more. So
Congratulations.
with my family's help, I need this to go. I will be the first Black woman in Akron, Ohio to get this up.
I think that's amazing.
And it's a lot of
people. Long overdue. It's time. You and I have talked about you doing your nonprofit for a number of years now. So like, it's really time for you to get that up and moving. And you know that you got my help and support. You got Kat's help and
always
support. I know you got other people's help and support too. And together, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it happen.
Yes,
so
yes.
I'm happy to hear you. I'm happy to hear you say that. So I think that's dope. So we're gonna get that going.
It's gonna start moving next year too.
listen, we're gonna get it all going. I meant to mention to everybody that the audio from our show is available on Spotify. We are on iHeart, and I need to check Apple again to see if they finally got it up there, and then Google Podcasts as well. So in the immediate, you can get us on Google, you can get us on iHeart, and you can get us on Spotify. I think we winning, baby.
Yes,
Apple is, if it ain't there yet, it's coming. Understand it's coming. But right now, you can get us on Google, and you can get us on Spotify, and you can get us on iHeart. Tell your friends to pull us up. Transcending the culture.
Tell your fans.
I love y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Once again, shout out to Darren Fleet, comedian Darren Fleet, onto the podcast today, and we getting them cakes together so we can show up at one of his shows. Listen, we're gonna be down in Toledo if he don't make his way to Cleveland. So I just
greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes,
right there.
yams,
You
home,
name it.
mom.
And we might come with us if we can. But
Man, listen,
listen,
it's gonna go.
It's time for us to check out. So we appreciate you guys. Make sure that you guys continue to pull us up and continue to follow us all on Instagram. With this podcast, make sure that you first subscribe to us. We need you. We need the subscribers. And please share us with your friends. If you go to our Facebook page, share our Facebook page. Invite your friends, invite your followers into the Facebook page. We need everybody that we can get. We need you guys. We appreciate you guys for tuning in to us. And we just need you to keep up with us and share us with your circles so that we can continue to get them numbers up there because they move. They getting up there, but
Yeah, they are.
Support so we can move it a little bit faster, if that's God's will. So appreciate y'all. We are checking out. Any other words, ladies?
Nope.
No?
I just want everybody to just have a very blessed night out there and a whole blessed week. Okay, we'll see you guys next Wednesday, same time, same chantos.
Absolutely. And I'm working on getting us some more who did the balloons like that?
What the heck was that?
That was on Cat's thing though.
You ain't do that?
I just did this and it I didn't pop something new today.
Do it again. I'm so done. Listen, we are signing out. We appreciate you guys. Listen, we're working on some other. Forget about it. We ain't even gonna worry about it. We're gonna catch y'all next time.
Bye.
Okay.